Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole. Happy New Year. Okay, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year, and I want to say please don't drink and drive. Your life matters. Don't go. If you do decide to drink while you're out, call an Uber, call a Lyft, have a DD, stay home, call some, or if you're out, just stay home and drink. Be safe. Please be smart. Your life matters, and so does everyone else's life around you matters. Okay, with that being said, welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole. Here we talk about history and everything else. So, if that's something you're into, please hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. Um, Look, history is my vice. I will say it. I'm a history nut and I love it. But today, we're going to be talking about the Civil War. Now, there's plenty to learn from the Civil War because this was a war that divided our country. And it's one of these battles in particular that we're going to talk about, which is the Battle at Mobile Bay, which occurred on August 5th, 1864. And this battle was significant for the Confederates because most of you know, if you ever been to Fort Morgan and Mobile and stuff, that like Mobile was a port. Like if you had access to the port, Mobile to the port there, you could get like some trading and stuff in and everything. But when this battle, like I said, this battle was significant for the Confederates because the port allowed entryway into the city, and this was a naval and land battle in which the Union attacked the Confederates, and the Union was led by Rear Admiral David G. Farragut, and the Confederates was led by Admiral Franklin Buchanan. And these forces were guarded in hands of the Mobile Bay, Morgan, Gaines, and Powell, and I have actually been to Fort Morgan, and it is going to be. It is so fun, guys. I love going. I love going to the history and stuff of Fort Morgan, and it's so fun. The beaches are amazing because it's so private too. I love that especially. But Fargo's perhaps order of the damn the torpedoes, 4 bells, Captain Drayton, go ahead, Joette, full speed, became a famous paraphrase as damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. So, with that being said, let's talk about this. On August 5th, 1864, at the Battle of Mobile Bay during the American Civil War, the Union Admiral David Farragut led the flotilla through the Confederate defenses in Mobile, Alabama. Now, to seal one of the last major southern ports, and the fall of Mobile Bay was a major blow to the Confederacy, and the victory was the first of the Yankee successes that helped secure the re-election of President Lincoln later that year. Now, let's talk about the background of the Battle of Mobile Bay. So, Mobile became the major Confederate port on the Gulf of Mexico after the fall of New Orleans, Louisiana. And on April 1862, with the blockade runners carrying critical supplies from Havana, Cuba, into Mobile, the Union General Ulysses S. Grant made the capture of the port a top priority after assuming command of all the U.S. forces in early 1864. Now, a little fun fact. Did you know that the Battle of Mobile Bay was the capstone in the military career of David Farragut, who joined the U.S. Navy at the age of 9? Now we have laws where you have to be a certain age to join the military and all of that. But the opposing admiral, David Farragut's force of 18 warships, was a Confederate squadron of only 4 ships. However, it included the CSS Tennessee, which was said to be the most powerful ironclad afloat. Farragut also had to contend with 2 powerful Confederate batteries inside of the Forts Morgan and Gaines. Let's talk about the battle now. Now, on the morning of August 5th, his force steamed into the mouth of Mobile Bay in the 2 columns led by 4 ironclads and met with devastating fire. Immediately sank one of its iron-hull single turret monitors, the U.S. Tecumseh. I butcher that name up every time, and I do apologize. I'm terrible at names. But the rest of the fleet fell into a confusion after Farragut allegedly railed them into the words like, say, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Although the authenticity of the quote has been questioned, it nevertheless became one of the most famous in U.S. military histories. Now, the Yankees fleet would knock out the smaller ships, but the Tennessee fought a valiant battle against the smaller Confederate ships and everything. But Tennessee fought a valiant battle, overwhelming um, before it sustained, and the Union led siege to Forts Morgan and Gaines, and both captured within weeks. Now, the Confederate forces remained in the city, remained in control of the city, but the port was no longer available to blockade runners. And the Battle of Mobile Bay lifted the morale of the North. With Grant stalled in Petersburg, Virginia, and General William T. Sherman was unable to capture Atlanta. The capture of the Bay was the first of the series in the Union victories that stretched to the fall presidential election, in which the incumbent Lincoln defeated Democrat challenger George McClellan, a former Union general. But that is it for this battle. I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day and stay safe. Don't drink and drive. You matter, and everybody else's lives matters as well.